everyone, April here from Pelvic Balance with a few tips on diastasis recti. Early postpartum, a lot of people like to use a pregnancy belt or some type of support, and that can be helpful early on to give you a little bit more support and comfort. They are not going to strengthen your muscles though, and they're not going to address any underlying issues in your core system. So I do like them early on, but I usually recommend weaning from them after a few weeks postpartum. The other thing that I would mention is you can't forget about your pelvic floor muscles. Sometimes people think diastasis recti and it's just really having to do with the abdominal muscles, but it's not. It's really an issue with regulating intra-abdominal pressure, and to improve that you have to work on more than just the abdominal muscles. You have to consider the pelvic floor muscles and have an increased awareness of them and knowing how and when to contract and relax those muscles. So that's an important part that I think a lot of people leave out. The other tip, this is the biggest tip, would be to see a pelvic physical therapist. Many women, I would say most women, are not assessed for diastasis recti. Your physician is typically looking for other things, and they are not typically assessing for diastasis recti at your 6-week follow-up visit. So it's very important to see a pelvic physical therapist, not only for that reason, but so that they can assess for other issues like pelvic floor issues, or to help you prevent things from developing later down the road. They really help with your postpartum healing and are a very beneficial part of that process. So definitely that would be a huge recommendation. I know from my own experience, I have diastasis recti that I've managed through a couple pregnancies, and no one to this day, after having 3 children, has ever assessed me for diastasis recti. It was just something, luckily, having my own knowledge in treating this, after my last 2 pregnancies, I knew what I needed to work on. But there was no guidance from anyone else or no assessment done. So really it's left up to physical therapists to be a part of that process and helping to treat and manage that. So that would be the biggest tip I could give you. There are different exercises that can be inappropriate for some people to do when they're trying to work on their diastasis recti. And then there's the opposite, where some people are very scared to do anything. And both situations are not very good for the person. So that is another area where the physical therapist can help decide what is appropriate for you at that time and help you progress towards the goals that you want to achieve. So that's just a little word on diastasis recti. I love talking about it because, like I said, I've had my own personal experiences. So, and I work with a lot of women that have it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, April@pelvicbalance.com. Thank you and have a great day.